Why is everyone freaking out about that?
Do you know the Muffin Man? Oh, do you know?
Do you know the Muffin Man?
Let's get it.
Check.
Whoa.
Oh, hey! Didn't see you there. Welcome back to a new episode of
Moral Dilemma.
We are back and strong as ever. We have two people with us today who haven't been on an episode in a long time.
Ryan and Dan.
Me and Dan.
Sorry, guys.
So what we're gonna do today, actually, for the first time ever, is
No names, Ryan?
We'll get there. Cool your horses. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna do two separate podcasts at the same time. We're gonna do me and Dan's podcast, then your guys' podcast. So,
Sweet.
Sounds good.
so Dan, what are you
Oh.
thinking
Logan.
of today?
I've been watching
Wait,
Avatar.
Adam messed up.
Give me time. Just
Oh, give him
buy
time.
some- buy some
Um,
Airbender? Or the blue people.
The Last Airbender.
So
It's beautiful.
did you hear
I've seen
the
it 3
thing
million
about the
times.
raccoons?
Did you watch The Bad Batch?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's pretty.
I haven't watched that yet.
It's
in my
good.
opinion, kind of.
But
Yeah.
from us being
Kinda
Star Wars
cool.
people,
I've
I
heard
feel
that
like
they
I need to be
petitioned
watching
PETA
It's good.
that
Yeah.
the
All right.
the
Anyway,
term trash
let's
panda.
reel back in. My name is Ryan,
Trash Panda. I'm Logan.
I'm Corey.
I'm Daniel.
and we almost forgot.
Oh yeah, potty.
Here's the quick update on our plant that we're growing. Adam loves having this on the table.
Have we named it?
But last week it was this high, and if you are listening, it's about 3 feet. But now it's about here, which is about 4 feet. So we're getting there.
It's a big plant.
Let's name him Pikmin.
I like potty.
Pikmin. Adam, are we good? So if you guys don't know who Adam is, he's our producer. And he's doing something.
It's kind of questionable
Kinda
whether or
mysterious.
not
Hey,
we're
you want to hear a
even
fun fact
recording.
from the Moral Dilemma historian?
Yeah.
Adam, or the Fathom Arnsworth bit,
Mhm.
ended in episode 13.
What do you mean the Fathom Arnsworth bit?
It hasn't been mentioned since
Fathom Arnsworth died in
then?
episode
Episode
13.
13?
Yeah.
Wait, I thought he was fired.
That's
Oh.
the first time he was he was exposed.
Oh, he exposed himself on the episode.
Yeah, he was canceled.
Thank
for
goodness
that.
it was a podcast.
Yeah, he was canceled. For
Oh,
that.
weird. This is on Facebook too.
Showed us those
And YouTube.
cheeks.
And YouTube.
Yeah, you
sure you
definitely
like
can't
and subscribe.
expose yourself.
Thanks, YouTube. Sponsor
True.
us.
But anyway, let's reel back in. Logan and Corey haven't been here for a while, so how about you each give a quick 2-minute update as to what has been going on since the last time you were on. Corey, we'll start with you.
2-minute update.
Very good, Logan.
2 seconds.
All right, hit us with it, Corey.
I don't really have a major update. I've just
Yeah.
been working a lot.
Yeah, that's how I am.
It's kind of crazy. I
Working
work 12-hour shifts.
At
so
the car wash.
depending on
Working at
when
the
I'm working, it's
car
harder to be on the podcast. But
Interesting.
I miss you guys, so I'm glad I'm here.
Yeah. How much do you miss us?
Right in the fields.
So I don't know if people can see this when they're
For the
watching,
listeners,
but
yeah.
for the listeners, my index finger and my thumb
Adam,
are
please zoom in
together.
on this.
So
I'm not controlling the camera.
my,
Here, I'll move the camera closer.
my index finger and my thumb are together. I missed you guys so much that it's actually the distance
Is
around
that
the
what that
world
finger's
from
called?
the outside.
Oh,
man.
wow.
Ryan, it's the distance between your eyebrows.
How close can you guys get your pointer finger and your pinky together?
For the
Dude, Dan's correct.
You can't use your thumb.
can't do
use your
this at
thumb.
all.
Yeah, without your thumb, you're useless. You would be an awful cat.
can't do this at all.
I'm so close. Get this on the stream.
We're streaming.
We should do a live podcast.
So
Wow.
yeah, thank you, Corey. We've missed you. I know you've been busy, but not anymore, because I talked to your boss. You won't have a job next week.
Oh, that's wonderful. I thought you were talking about my wife.
Yep, we signed you up for Deal or No Deal.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
But it's the one in Columbus.
the cash explosion.
Yeah.
No,
Columbus.
it's the one at the
the arcade.
The
the little
arcade.
kid.
Yeah. Logan, your update. I think more stuff has gone on in your life than Corey's.
I think since the last episode, no, I had my job for sure. I got engaged.
Darn tootin'.
Did.
That's impressive.
Getting married in September.
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 Well, I'll be darned.
And the man to my left is the MC.
Yeah, I'm gonna be the MC of the wedding.
Corey, let's really quick, just for practice, because I know that you're probably nervous. let me just set the scene for you. So the ceremony has happened for Logan's wedding,
I got you.
and we are inside of. You're inside the building. Everyone's waiting to come in for
the guests or the wedding
the
party?
wedding party.
Okay.
And so I need you to give your best entrance for the bride and the groom.
The best thing, I actually have been planning this. It's a
Okay,
secret.
let's hear it.
It's
Let's
a,
hear it.
No, it's
Wait.
a secret. I can't reveal.
Oh, well, can you give us
The only detail that I told Logan that is I will only be wearing a bow tie. It's just a really big bow tie.
Ryan, I think we need to talk about something else.
What?
You've got something to do at the wedding as well.
What?
The speech.
Oh, dude, at that point, it's not that big of a deal, man.
It's already
Well, we already know
Speech.
what happened at his last,
last
speech he
time-
did for Corey's
yeah.
wedding.
The
Yeah,
last
let's
time he
just
gave
say
his
I'm
speech, he
taking
took
it
his
up a
pants
notch
off.
this year.
And
And when I
then,
say that, I have no plans yet.
Farnsey over here's got a big role as well.
Nah, not really.
Farnsey is going to be the pastor, officiant, and Dan's a guest.
You got invited?
Yeah.
Welcome to the family,
I
man.
thought you were gonna say Dan
I'm
was gonna
busy
be the
that day.
bouncer.
I think I'm busy.
Yeah,
Oh,
I can
yeah.
do security.
You want
Security?
That'd be
Do
cool.
security.
I have a few college buddies I gotta be careful about just trying to crash my
That's
wedding.
Just make sure you vet all the uncles and aunts,
can
and
do
so,
that.
The aunts?
so you don't be like
Are
Dwight.
you guys aunt guys or aunt guys?
I'm an
Ant.
ant guy.
so you're not like
Yeah.
Dwight and kick
Represent.
out the uncle
Yeah.
and
my
he has
uncle, my
Alzheimer's?
uncle Jay can't be there, so
Okay.
it's you're
Yeah.
you're gonna
Just
be
make
on him.
sure Adam doesn't declare prima nocta for the wedding.
What the heck does that mean?
I didn't know it.
Prima nocta?
Yeah, that's an office reference, but Braveheart too. Back in the day, kings would declare prima nocta, which meant that they got to
Defile.
deflower the wedding, the bride before the marriage because they
that
were the king.
would be
So yeah, it was
crazy.
a pretty accepted thing back in England back in the day.
Well, now
Interesting.
when nowadays in this world you get to choose the bride or the groom, Ryan.
Yeah.
So.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, I know what we're doing for the bachelor party now.
Whoa, this went sideways.
Anyway, so that's awesome. I had to take pictures for Logan's engagement, and that was stressful.
Was it?
Yeah.
I feel like you were pretty well equipped for success.
Well, thank you, but
No, they can't.
yeah,
it was-
out.
yeah,
in a-
yeah. You're welcome.
The camera
yeah,
did
I
its
borrowed
job.
everything
Thank
from
you.
Adam. No, I had to hide in a barn, and the entire time I was hiding in the barn, waiting for them to show up, there was this dog that was right across the street, who would every 3 seconds would go for like 25 minutes because I got there early. And then the guy next to the barn lit this giant bonfire burning trash, and it was wafting through the sides of the barn. And yeah, it was, but by the time they got there, it was fine.
Melina really likes like hot
Lovely.
trash.
Yeah,
so-
I could
Yeah.
tell. Yeah. Yeah, that's actually the theme for the wedding, isn't it? Hot trash.
Hot trash. Just red lights everywhere. Just ripped up stockings.
trash.
Coming at you live.
It'll be good. Well, we got some fun stuff in store for this episode, don't we, Logan?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we came up with it earlier.
Don't we, Adam?
yeah.
Also, the stuff that we talked about isn't happening on this episode. Well, one of the things are.
When you
Oh,
the stuff you
man.
told me out there?
Yeah, that stuff's happening.
Well, why
That-
not?
that's happening.
Oh.
But first, I wanted to, right before this, I went to the gas station, and I was perusing the shelves like I do. You know how
Nice
perusing
word.
goes. And I
Peruse.
saw something that scared me a little bit and also intrigued me. And so I decided to purchase it. And I
You
wanted to
looked
try
into
it
a mirror.
with all of us. So I'm going to give you each a cup.
Wait, where's my
little
rim
funnel.
shot? Well,
The little funnel cup.
Here's
that
a
you
cup,
pour
Dan.
your oil in.
Here's a cup, Corey.
This cup is empty.
Here's a cup, Logan. And here's a
Red
cup, Ryan.
Solo
Thank
cup will fill you up.
Is this gonna be like don't drink the Kool-Aid kind of thing? Like right?
Yeah. Have you been reading Jim Jones' half-finished autobiography?
Yeah, this is really gonna. All right, so this might not be a big
So
deal
you
to some
couldn't
people, but it
finish
was a
it
big deal
because
for
he
me because I'd never seen it before.
killed himself.
But
Got new
this
shoes.
That was
is
it.
black water.
Oh
I've heard of
man!
this.
Has anyone tried black water?
No.
About to.
We're about to.
Yeah.
It says on here that it's all natural, alkaline, pH 8.0 plus,
Oh.
infused with the fulvic, a polyphenol containing 77 plus trace minerals, electrolytes, antioxidants, and amino acids.
I've
Sounds
heard of
like you
Black
just
Betty.
did,
So we're gonna rip this.
Bama Jan.
Oh, Black Betty.
Here's
Bam,
the
bam,
old
oh, Black
carbonation test.
Yeah, please prove to me that it's been sealed.
It wasn't carbonated.
It comes from the mountains of Mordor.
See,
if this
does.
turns me into an orc, I'm getting the
Yeah.
axe out of the car.
Or
it looks like
This looks like flat Pepsi.
looks like my dad's dip cup.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad you said dip cup.
We need
It's
to
like-
chase this down some liquid death, Ryan.
Looks like my dad's poop cup. All
That's
right,
not what he was
homies.
thinking. But
It looks. Yeah.
So here's what we're gonna do.
It looks like-
Oh, look! When you pour, it reveals a message. It says balance, love, kindness. All right, so let's
Yeah,
let's
don't
let's
drink
dink it and then
this.
sink it. And
Think it.
wait, you didn't dink it. Oh, yeah.
get your nose out of there,
I was
bro.
waffing. Have you never been to
Waffing?
wine tasting?
Yeah.
Waffing?
Wine waffing, man.
So you have to swirl
Wafting.
and
Just swirl it.
sniff.
It tastes like an 88.
You don't put your
Cabernet.
nose in it. though.
I
You
guarantee
gotta
it's
get
gonna
the-
taste like
No, you
water.
put your nose in it.
Do you put your nose in it?
So let's each take a sip and then just be quiet for a little
No,
bit
we-
and
we
let
said we were
our
gonna dink it
taste
first.
palates really get involved.
Do you want me to spit it out?
All right, here
Not
we
in
go.
my new, not in my new studio. Don't spit it out.
Wait, give some to Adam.
No, I'm good.
Just no one to say anything. Let me see your teeth. Corey's gonna choke. Oh, it's not that bad.
It's supposed to be water. It shouldn't stain your teeth.
Yeah, for a second, that's what I thought. Oh, crap. They gave us something to stain our teeth.
All right. So my initial thoughts is that this is what's just water.
All right, wait, time out. Let the listeners hear.
Here's
Um,
so for the listeners that probably really want some. Here's a little ASMR for it.
It sounds like a toilet.
Nice sound bite.
Yeah,
So-
it's good. It's to me might just be oh, it's also vegan, soy-free, keto-friendly, kosher, sugar-free, everything that water
If it's
is.
okay, here's my problem.
Yeah.
I
But it's
actually,
more than water.
I actually don't think it's good because I feel like I taste the plastic from the bottle.
yeah.
Do you feel like, or is it the
come
cup?
on.
Maybe it's
It
this
might be the
red
cup.
Solo cup.
Here,
It-
let me
maybe
water
there
it.
doesn't
Here,
have a
open up.
flavor.
Open up.
To
Here,
me,
no one's drank out of it. I'll just
No.
Maybe
bought
Ryan
this,
got
I'm
the
finished.
I have
cups.
to control it.
Maybe
No, I can-
Ryan got the
All
cups we use
waterfalls.
for youth games, so they probably got.
Oh, they might be.
They've been on the floor and hands, and
These might be the game cups.
oh, sorry.
So these might have been.
I seriously just feel like I'm drinking Pepsi that's been sitting
no, what I was going to say, I think
open
it's a
for
little
like
thicker.
a year.
I feel like it's thicker.
I still think it tastes like plastic.
Yeah, it's not very good.
Out of the
It was also
bottle.
$2.99.
Like it doesn't have any other really taste.
want seconds?
I mean, it reminds me of
No, I
water.
still
but
have
it just seems like
Firsties.
it's been in that
Seconds?
bottle for a long time.
Fill me up, bro.
I think honestly it's a mental thing. Seeing like a dark drink like a soda, but
I think it's pretty good. I
getting the
never
taste.
I would never buy it again
should
because
have
it's
should have did a blindfold, Ryan.
$2.
Maybe
Oh,
that
no.
would have been a good response.
I think it's one of those things like
Yeah,
when
Ryan,
you-
that's a really good idea. We should have did that.
Yeah, that
yeah,
would've
I
been
don't
really good.
I don't.
You're right, Dan. It looks like flat
I
Pepsi.
Yeah.
wonder.
But since it's 2023, I'm going to say, man, I love it. It's great.
Yeah.
it's 20. Don't conform, Dan.
It's awesome.
All right. So yeah, I do taste the plastic more now that you mentioned it.
It's not that it has like some kind of mineral taste.
Here's
like,
the
or
real
something,
test.
but it tastes
Ugh.
like plastic.
I need. Actually, all of you would be great volunteers, but
Mhm.
can you use this for just daily tasks? Like, can you use this to change out your contacts?
Ooh.
Adam,
Mm.
I need you to step out the bathroom. I'll meet you in there,
No.
and
What-
I
or-
need you to
Yeah, like, what
try.
if
I'm gonna
Stain.
keep my finger
Yeah,
in
does
this and see if it
stain?
turns it
like,
black.
What if you put a drop on this napkin?
Is that a virgin napkin? Because I
think
blew
so.
my nose on a bunch of these.
That's going to be more than a drop.
That is not a virgin napkin, trust
No,
me.
Dan,
Like,
I know how
Your
to do
hands
that.
are shaking, dude. No.
Oh,
Great
skull. It stains.
dude.
All right. Anyway, that was fun. So yeah,
Ew, it's like
I think that our
turd.
official rating is that it's too expensive for what it tastes like.
And thank
It's
you,
a
Blackwater, for
scam.
the
It's a
sponsor.
scam.
Yeah. I'm going to give it 63% enjoyment there.
Okay. I'm gonna give it 60% enjoyment.
Yeah.
What
I'm
is
gonna-
that?
I
I'm
have
gonna
a
give it,
terrible. I
like-
need a palate cleanser.
I'm gonna give it like a 41%.
41%.
Give it at least, 50. You got
Yeah,
no
but I feel
chance.
like regular water is.
This
50
is just
'cause it's
extremely
neutral.
inconvenient water. You spill this on you, stain.
Yeah,
It's water.
Yeah.
there are more.
Brush
But-
your teeth with this,
Hear me out,
stain.
but
It's not water.
Listen to this.
We're
So
having
sometimes you get in this
nightmares
scenario when you have a
Enema?
bottle of water and there's someone gets something spilled on themselves. Like maybe it's some like ketchup. And someone's like, "Oh, you have water? Can I use your water to
Yeah.
get this stain on my shirt?" They can't do that now because your water's black. So it's like safety water.
Like Tang.
I give it. I'm not gonna say that. But yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah, but Logan, did you say you needed a palate cleanser?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I have one more thing that we want to try.
More than a palate.
And
Tang.
It's a palate
let
cleanser.
me find it.
He told you.
Yeah, it'll
It's a mental thing.
it'll
I
be
think.
mine after this.
If I didn't see it, I
I'll
think I
fight
would
you
just
for
be like,
it.
oh, it
I don't
tastes like
feel more
water.
hydrated.
No, we.
I feel like the water boy would be
I'll get my own
upset.
So,
He would be upset.
all right. So,
the water boy would be upset.
what we have next to try is something that I wanted to make sure we did at the beginning of the podcast so that we can really get jacked for the
Oh,
podcast.
yeah.
So what we have is bottled insanity XL smelling salts.
No,
Oh,
thanks.
this is like Joe Rogan right now.
Hey Jamie, can you pull that up there? So I will say, I know Dan, you're hesitant to try this,
Yeah, I don't need to go to the ER tonight.
but I was as well. Corey, you're trying this, right?
I've not tried it.
Corey, you probably used this
I'm
stuff in
saying
the
you
last
are trying it.
24 hours to wake someone up.
I don't care.
So
I've tried it before.
yeah,
It-
basically it's
Dan,
literally just
you
ammonia.
can trust me. If you hold it like here and just
Oh,
smell
oh,
it.
yeah, I'll do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. But so me and Adam.
Stick your nose in it.
No,
So I got this as a
thanks.
joke.
I'm warning you. This is about
Oh, no.
about here is when you start to get it.
Ammonia's like nasty.
Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys what to do.
Oh yeah, it's straight up cat pee in a
So
bottle.
bottle.
you open it up, and then to get the best effect, you stick it right here,
Yeah, and then you fall on the ground.
and take a deep breath, let it go through you.
And start
Then you jack
convulsing.
like
Let's
200.
Who wants to go first?
let's watch you go first.
on your
All right.
bench.
Show us the technique.
All right.
I feel peer pressured here. Like back
Also,
in high
do not
school
spill it.
when they wanted me to sniff, when they wanted me to snort sweet tarts.
And that's the podcast.
Somehow he got smaller. He was like,
Yeah, like he shrunk.
yeah. He's like miniature for a second. He's like, I'm feeling it.
Whoa! he got smaller.
All right, so who's next?
Bottled insanity.
So give it a good shake and do exactly what I did. Make sure you get a good hit.
I've probably tried it more than you have.
So is that medicinal or is that
in one night.
medicinal or is that really just for
It's
like weightlifting and stuff?
It's for weightlifting.
Good night.
Get another whiff. Really let it hit you.
I don't know how closer you want me to
Stick
get.
your schnoz in there.
I felt
Don't
it in my
eat it.
I felt it in my eyes.
Don't
It's
eat
also the amount of like
I can't hear you.
inhale that
Yeah.
you do.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
If you just barely inhale, you're.
I got a
little bit-
horn full of it.
That is intense. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Logan just
All right,
keeps
Corey.
going back for more.
Second episode of Hoarders,
I want to just like barely. I want to figure out where.
What episodes of Hoarders
where
are
they
you
have
watching?
to go in all the cat pee in the house and stuff.
I can
Hey, man,
smell
I've
it
been
from
down
here
there.
now.
Oh, I know.
So Dan, you can
Oh.
smell it right here.
It smells like cat litter.
Hey, put the lid back on.
No,
there.
half cat.
It does not smell like cat pee. It smells pretty good. It's like a.
me pumped, ready to push up 3 times.
cat's litter.
Okay,
No, it's cat pee,
It
man.
smells
What
about.
I am-
It's minty. It smells minty.
What I'm smelling
cat
from
had some
here
mints.
smells like our cat's dirty litter box.
It's crazy how it burns.
If
so
you-
fast.
Well, put the lid on because you're wasting it.
If
how it
you
works.
if
Yeah,
you
it is.
get that like where like farther away,
Mhm.
that
Give it a
that
good shake
ammonia
and
is really
stick your
strong.
nose
When
in
it's
there,
up
Corey.
here, it probably is what you're getting, but out here
That's how it's popped.
it's cat pee. I mean, it's
What's
That's
the,
what I was gonna say. The distance from like here to here
Yeah.
is just cat pee.
what's the shelf life?
I don't know.
6
So
hours.
I had to activate it with water, and I think that I might need to reactivate it again
If
because
you-
it's definitely not as strong as
If
it
you
used to
eat
be.
it, what happens?
Lid tightly.
Oh, amazing things.
a spoonful.
it doesn't say to reapply.
It says
though.
only requires activation once.
I don't
with
believe
1
it.
teaspoon of
Dan, with
You might just
2023
be
here,
getting-
you could do the cinnamon
All right, Corey,
challenge
get
with
you-
that crap.
Also,
Get yourself a
on the
hornful.
instructions, it says keep at least 6 inches away from the
That's
there
not
we
true.
go.
On the
There we go.
instructions.
6 inches, you can't even
It
smell it.
literally says it in the
All right,
instructions.
Mr. Doctor.
There
Yeah,
is
quit being a
a-
doctor and just
Come on.
snort it.
There's a warning label.
We probably should just basically make sure the readers know that we don't think they should do anything crazy with this, so we're not liable.
You know,
So I'm going to
that'd
state
be
that
the
right
smart
now.
thing to do, but I recommend it.
I'm going to recommend do not do anything stupid.
Corey, hit.
Well, you were
get a
using
hit.
it as it's supposed to be used.
True.
You know, we're not doing
Also,
anything
I'm
dumb.
here to say that the 6-inch rule, that is bull crap.
Can I get a
No,
ruler?
that actually
No.
6 inches is.
I'm
like
telling
a
you,
nice
I know
level.
you can smell it about right there.
Yeah.
6 inches say no
I want
crap.
another hit.
6 inches like
How many brain cells do you think I lose?
That was a good amount.
Hurry up, Logan.
Yeah,
I want
that'll
to
do.
try it.
Hey
That'll
guys,
do.
it's okay. Okay, it's
Yeah.
6 inches is fine.
That'll do.
But the
That was
difference
far enough.
is
That'll do, pig. That'll do.
is how much you intake, right? So 6 inches is good, but if you get it, if you just barely inhale, you're not going.
See,
to
that's what it's supposed to do to you.
the result isn't going to be
Yeah.
the same as if you
See,
6
because
inch and
It's
do
it's
deep
supposed to
inhale.
shock your
I
senses
took-
and then make you
Jacked.
lift more. Here, give me
You're
it.
I-
jacked.
I took like a nice
All right,
breath.
he's addicted. Get away from him.
I-
my gosh,
I took-
crying.
I took
intervene.
a nice sized breath
Get the other
at
smelling
about the
salts.
6 inch mark,
I'm crying.
and it woke me up.
Get the other smelling salts.
Get a hold
Right.
of that bad boy.
If
All right,
you
guys,
would have
dance-
done a
hey
deeper
guys, dance
inhale,
trying
it would have hit you harder.
Oh, yeah, for
that's
sure.
The,
Go for 3 inches.
Yeah, like
for
right
three.
about 6 inches. Like it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Let it bite you. Let it bite you. Oh my gosh.
Dan's gonna turn into Hulk.
Do you just fold the table?
Oh, that's mighty.
Did you feel it in your nose?
Oh yeah, it's mighty.
Oh yeah.
I feel like a cat just shoved its anus right up my
All right,
nose.
so
and just
if
took
you guys
a
at home want to try Ward Smelling Salts Bottled Insanity XL.
It's
Welcome
only
to
available in
Taekwondo.
Canada.
Oh, Peter Pan over here would only hold it 6 inches away from his nose.
My nose is running.
Just
now.
as
Your
following
nose is bleeding.
instructions.
It really does smell like cat pee, even
It
up
does.
close.
It smells like cat pee.
As the blood just trickles
Yeah.
down my nose and drips on the table. Yeah, I'm fine.
Oh, I'm gonna
completely
sneeze.
fine.
All right, so let's put these away.
I need some more black water.
I'm telling you,
It's good stuff.
that is the cure for allergies.
It is. It clears you right on up.
That or a plate of wings,
And
man.
listen, I got it as
Plate
a
of
joke.
wings.
Yeah.
I got it as a joke because I want to try on this podcast.
Nice.
And then I brought it to the gym, and the other day me and Adam were doing bench, and we used it probably 40 times. It
I
helps.
bet you lost about 100,000 brain cells.
Because for me, what it
Dude,
does,
I lost way more than that in high school. It's all right.
for me, what it does is it clears your nasal passages, which is one thing, but it also just like shocks you so that you're not really thinking as much about the pain when you're benching.
You know, that's
the
how
same
that's
as-
how it starts. You start making excuses for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, in about 5 weeks, you're gonna have a needle hanging in your
Yeah.
arm. And be like, yeah. It
Well,
just
the
really
other
helps
day
me
I
feel-
put it on a spoon.
helps me get
and,
to my day
and I heated it up on the spoon.
with one of them butane lighters.
yeah. And then I never mind. So
And you bent the spoon like Neo.
So that was the smelling salts. Hope you enjoyed that. If anybody who listens to this podcast knows me in person and want to try it, just hit me up. I'll drive to your house. You got to pay for it though.
And now he just turned it into deal.
All right. So the next topic.
It checks marked all the boxes.
All law enforcement, please
This is
advise.
Take it off the
Anybody who knows
internet.
me, you know how to get a hold of me. I'll drive it to you, but you gotta pay for it. Total. Like,
I'll be the dude in the backpack scratching.
Also, fun fact: this is the first time we've ever done a podcast on a Friday. I think
I think so.
we've done on
we call
odd
it Good
nights
Friday?
before, but
Friday.
I don't remember what
Call it
days.
Moral
it's
Friday.
Good Friday, Moral Friday. So that was that. Thank you for trying my items. I'll bring more items next time, and
No
they will
pressure.
increase with intensity the more that I bring them. This Blackwater's in the spot though.
Mm.
I taste plastic.
I just can't.
Yeah, well, you also only held the smelling salt 6 inches from your nose.
Give it to
Ryan,
me.
you only held it 6.
Corey said, "Give it to him.
give it to me.
Give it to him."
No, I'm kidding.
It's-
Let's move on because I'm really excited for this.
All
I
right.
grew 3 armpit hairs when I snorted that stuff.
You should see my armpit hair right now.
Yeah,
It's
but
gone.
those 3 hairs came from somewhere else.
Your
you
hairline.
lost 3 somewhere else.
There's a reason why some of them hurt more to pull out.
That's right.
All right,
didn't know they ran through your
so
body.
this next
My nose.
this next is a question. This is kind of a scenario based question. I don't pull it up quite yet until I finish
Is that what this
setting
is?
the scene.
Okay.
Yes. So I listened to a podcast the other day and they asked this question, and I
No
thought
one
about this for a
cares.
long time.
Is
About
this what I
your
need
podcast.
audio for?
I'm about to leave. We don't need audio. No, we
right,
don't
I'm
need
done.
audio for anything. This is that audio you got is for later.
Oh, see, that's what I stressed out about earlier.
It's for when we do drafts.
All right.
Not the
Oh.
beverages.
Silence on the set. Ryan,
So,
finish.
I heard this on a podcast. I thought it was a cool thing. So, everyone close your eyes with me. And I'm trying to set the scene. So, you are alone, all right? And you are in this giant coliseum looking thing. And it's bigger than your normal coliseum, right?
I'm thinking gladiator.
And there's also no spectators. It's just you and basically a big dome. You know, it's
Dan's
as-
on his phone.
for what we're about to talk about. It's
He's not playing.
size and height of this dome don't really matter. It's just big enough.
Are
So,
there windows?
there are no windows. Yeah, sure. We'll call it a clear Coliseum. It doesn't really matter. So you are, like I said, alone in this Coliseum. And then Adam, pull up this picture. You guys can look it out. So it's you, and also in this Coliseum now are 50 falcons, 10 alligators, 3 bears, 7, what are those, ox?
Bulls?
7 bulls,
Yeah.
1 hunter with a rifle, 15 wolves, 10,000 rats, 5 gorillas, and 4 lions. You can pick 2 of these species of animals to defend you, but the rest will attack you. Which 2 do you choose?
Question: what kind
Yes.
of gun does the hunter have?
I'm glad you asked. So for this scenario, let's just say that it is.
Just give me the action. Is it?
It looks like either a shotgun,
Let's say that it's a shotgun.
how many shots?
right? Wouldn't you say, Dan?
How much?
That's what it looks like.
No,
They
I,
say
I,
a
a
shotgun?
1000%. That looks like a Henry 30-30.
He has enough shots for 25. He has enough ammo for 25 shots.
Oh shoot, that's a game changer.
Bird shot.
Can
So you can pick 2. Question and yes.
I move around, or am I stuck in the middle? Can I?
You can
gain
move
height?
around,
So
but-
I can get
Yeah.
height. I can get the high ground.
So like I said, it's a dome. There's no trees or
Oh,
anything.
okay.
So,
So
I
I
mean,
can't-
if you think 50
Ryan,
falcons
can
could
I
lift
help?
you,
Can I help
Max.
out for a second?
And the
I
doom,
think that the gun should
dome.
be a bolt action 5 rounds.
Sure. Yeah.
I think that's fair because
Whatever we wanna
everyone's
agree on.
everyone's
Or a
about
pump.
to everyone's about to pick the hunter.
Yeah.
So
5 shots.
bolt action 5 shots.
Yeah, but he's in there fighting against me. I'm dead as soon as he hits me.
Hmm. See, but here's my thing.
And
Say
that-
he's 70
even-
years old.
Even the other is not enough to look at the numbers.
Yeah. So
Even in the other shots. That
so
Ryan
for
said is not enough.
so for the listeners, I'm going to say it one more time. There's 50 falcons, 10 alligators, 3 bears, 7 bulls, 1 hunter with a bolt action rifle, 5 shots, 15 wolves, 10,000 rats, 5 gorillas, and 4 lions. I know for a fact that I'm picking 10,000.
Well,
One of my
what are these
species are
rats?
10,000 rats.
What are these rats like? I mean, are they flesh eaters?
Dude, they're just
or-
rats. And so
What
like-
kind of rats are you dealing with at home?
Well, that's what I'm
Are these
wondering. Why,
flesh
why are
eaters?
these are even? I mean, why? That doesn't seem like it's something you
so
know.
10,000
You've been playing too much
10,000
Dishonored.
10,000 hostile rats.
So I'm
All these animals are going to be hostile
That's what I'm
because they're
saying. Like,
attacking.
you're not. Who cares if there's 10,000 rats in
Dude,
there?
do you know how many 10,000
So-
rats are?
I'm gonna be really strategic about this. I have
Depends on
I
the
have
size
a
of dome.
very
So 2 to defend and 2 to attack. What are we picking?
So you can pick 2 to defend you and then the rest attack you.
I have a very specific answer. I
Let's hear it, Corey.
I do too.
Okay, so most of these species we're looking at numbers, which it seems like a lot.
Mhm.
But if we're going based on their just like individual nature,
You're
wolves
thinking
are
of-
the only ones that are
thinking
going to
this-
fight together.
well,
They
okay.
hunt.
Pack.
I mean, they pack. They're
The
going to
pack
pack.
Okay, I
mentality.
see that.
So you have strategy with the wolves.
Mhm.
So like bears, yeah, 3 bears, that sucks. But when you have 15 wolves strategically taking down 1 bear at a time,
Yeah.
or vice versa, whatever, I think that actually wins, even though they're stronger.
So you would pick the wolves for one of them.
One of them, I would pick the wolves.
Mhm.
And
wolves are cool.
I understand your logic on just the sheer number of rats, and if they work together, it'd be a no-brainer.
Mhm.
But they're just gonna be running around, like they're not gonna hoard.
See,
together.
for the sake of the argument, like just imagine each of these animals when they're hostile. That's how they're going to
I'm-
act.
I mean,
So
they're gonna be
true.
hostile.
Rats probably. I mean, rats might work together.
I'm just thinking based off like general logic, they're not gonna like coercively 10,000 rats. are
Yeah,
gonna,
but I mean,
like,
10,000 rats are going to
tactically.
swarm though.
I figure
Wait,
the
real quick,
Eagles.
Corey. What's your second pick then?
I actually think my second pick would be the gorillas.
Yeah.
Because I've actually seen some of these before,
Mhm.
and
like gone to these
Suppo-
battles.
yes,
Who
yes.
would win? Good
And
looks.
I've been to a few of these battles.
I've seen some stuff where like gorillas are so insanely strong they can like break the other animals' backs like really
Yeah.
easily.
They can rip
like-
human arms off.
Yeah, so you have
Chewbacca.
5 gorillas, and it looks like we have like silverback alpha male gorilla here, not just like a female. So like an aggressive
And it's a
super
mean boy.
strong
It's Harambe.
gorilla. Like it could break the backs of the bears.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
thing I'm most worried
Rest
about
in peace.
is the bears and the
attacking you?
lions.
Here's
See,
my
I
here's
wouldn't-
my
The-
logic.
I see the gun, but I also think
Here's
Hey,
my
one
logic.
at a time, gentlemen. One at a time. One at a time.
I also think if we're talking like Logan said, we're talking bold action. You have 15 wolves. If they went for the gunman first,
Yeah.
and I had the 5 gorillas like creating a wall around me.
That's my mindset.
So
See, I
15 wolves go straight for the gunman.
I don't think the gunman's an issue.
I don't think the gun. I
As
think
soon
he'd
as
go
it
down
starts,
quick.
the gunman's gonna go
Well,
down.
let him
I
finish,
might,
let
I
him
might
finish.
lose. I might lose like 2 wolves to the gunman,
Yeah.
maybe. By the time he goes down,
Don't want to lose the 2 wolves.
the gorillas easily break the backs of the bulls.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're no problem. The
No,
4 lions.
That'd be tough.
Corey, can I
I-
interject really quick?
Yeah,
I think the big concern that we're all overlooking is 50 falcons. That's gonna mess you up if you're not ready for it.
I mean
That's why you don't want the gunman defending you.
Because the falcons, they're just gonna swoop down, pick at the. I mean, honestly, the only thing on there that the falcon probably can't injure that much are the alligators.
All right, well, Corey, finish up your thought, and we'll go to Ryan next.
So
Because Ryan, you're
I feel like
excited.
I
I feel
get-
like this is the what's the Star Trek that
Oh yeah,
term?
Galaxy Quest.
No.
Yeah,
It-
the test that they take.
the
it's
t-
meant-
what's that? The person's name?
Yeah,
It
yeah,
means
yeah.
there's no way. There's no way to win.
there's no way to beat it. Yeah.
yeah,
No, I think there's a way.
and I see what you're saying about the like sheer number of the falcons, but
Here's some of my logic.
I don't think there's
don't know
a
if it'll help you
good.
guys.
I don't think there's a good like true counter to the falcons. though.
Let's
Other
let's
unless you're saying
add-
the gunman.
Let's add one
but-
scenario. You have to survive for 2 hours, and then if you can survive for 2 hours using these animals you picked, then you can get out.
I say we also just go everyone's personal logic, and then we can debate.
Yeah.
We can critique
Alright,
each
so-
other.
Okay, so I'm gonna go wolves, gorillas still.
So you're
Well,
going gorillas and wolves.
Yeah, and we can
So-
debate more after.
I am also picking the gorilla. Hands down. I think that's probably pound for pound the most powerful animal on there. I think second might be the bears. But I mean 5 gorillas versus 3 bears. I
Those
think
are
the gorillas
grizzly
got it.
bears, by the way.
And-
Those are no joke.
Yeah, for
Gorillas,
real.
they can jump. I know lions probably can jump too. So I'm definitely going with the gorillas. And honestly, if I was trying to survive for 2 hours, I would just
I'm sorry.
have them
Wait, why
circle
does
around me?
why does being able to jump mean anything in this?
Dude, I mean, it would just be cool, you know?
You're like, okay, the gorillas can jump, so I definitely.
Dude,
why?
honestly, what I would do is I would hug one of the gorillas and just like
Just ride it.
wrap my arms and legs around it, and then
Like
I
on
would
his
just
underbelly.
I just hang out there. So I'd pick that, and then so the next thing that logically I'm going for is we got to take care of the 50 falcons, right? And the only thing that I can think of that could, I don't think would take out the 50 falcons, but I think would distract them is 10,000 rats. Because listen, if you have 5 gorillas, they're making
My
a wall
thought.
around you, and then you also have 10,000 rats that are, really just basically there for distractions. They're distracting the falcons. They're distracting the crap out of, everything else on there.
Probably the wolves.
The gunman's going to get taken out round 1. Not that there's multiple rounds, but pretty quickly by either a bunch of the rats.
He's
or
gonna
the
get
gorillas.
overwhelmed pretty quick.
And I mean, a lot of these things, they just can't do stuff against the rats because they're so small. So I'm going to go with rats and gorillas. Sue me.
Hmm.
Daniel, what are you thinking?
Well,
This is
if I went by natural behavior, I would pick one way. But if I went that their mission is to kill me, I'm going to choose a different way.
Okay.
Because in nature, some animals are more aggressive than others.
Yeah.
Like for instance, the bulls, if they're not really going to mess with you.
Yeah. See, I'm just imagining that they are as aggressive as they
Okay,
can
yeah,
be.
so like the wolves aren't going to mess with you.
have you seen a stampede
I would
running
rather,
with the bulls?
Well, for instance, I'd rather walk across 10 crocodiles than I would one bear. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? Because
for
they're
sure.
not as aggressive. Crocodiles are aggressive, not alligators. But anyway, but if I just had to,
Yeah.
if they're all going to try to kill me, if that's their goal to kill me, I'm picking the.
No, you're picking what will protect you, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm just saying. But
make
if
sure.
if the wolves are there to kill me,
Mm-hmm.
and that's just their nature, I'm picking the gorillas, and I'm picking the lions.
All right, I respect that. Dude, you'd look really cool with a pack of gorillas and a pack of lions around you.
Yeah,
So what do you,
I like to have a
Okay.
big lion mane. That'd be sweet.
Logan, and then we'll get to Adam.
Adam, go ahead. I don't want you to lose all your thoughts. You've held back. Go ahead.
Honestly, I'm looking at this and I'm looking at. I don't think there's a way to win because there's too many. No, listen. Because each one of these counter each other. Number one, you guys say the hunter is going to be out, but you got to think he's not going to be. He's in the back. He's got some shots.
Dude,
to pick 'em off.
one gorilla can
He's
take out the hunter.
distracted.
No.
He's distracted by all the other things.
You're
You
gonna
got to
need
think you got
more-
5 gorillas.
You're gonna need 2 shots for a bear at the least.
You're gonna need like 3
Unless
shots
you-
at a gorilla.
But you
put
got to
right through
think.
his head.
You got to think. He doesn't have to sit there and waste them all in the first 5 seconds.
Dude, but if
He's
10,000 rats
waiting
are
to
coming
see
at him,
who's left, and
just
all
hear
they
'em out.
got to do is shoot you.
Hear him out. Hear him out. Hear him out.
okay.
All they got to do is shoot you.
So Adam, what would you pick? Which
Now
two would
listen
you
to
pick?
this. Listen to this. Now, you can go with strength, like Dan's going with, right? He's 5 gorillas and 4 lions, right?
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's great, especially you kind of put that time limit on. So
2 hours.
I can kind of see where those beings. I mean, the bears, bears and lions, because they're the other
Yeah.
powerhouse, right? They're going to endure a lot.
Endure
Possibly.
suffering.
You know what I mean? They're going to endure a lot more. So you could last that 2-hour window. But like I said, the Falcons, that is where I can see Falcons picking off a
Falcons
lot
gonna
of the rats and the eyes.
Yeah, they
of
go for the
whoever,
eyes,
You know what I mean?
man.
Like I can see that. This is where I'm struggling.
Mm-hmm.
I love the pack mentality of the Wolves. Like I see
Mhm.
that too. Like I can see that very, very working to the favor. But to me, I'm picking apart like how it's not going to be successful because, like I said, the hunter
Mm-hmm.
he's just sitting in the back. He's not going to be in the thick of it. While the other 2 defending against,
He only has
the
5 shots
ra-
though.
right?
So he's.
But all he's got to do is go for you.
I mean, if I'm hiding behind a gorilla, he's not getting me.
But the gorillas are fighting 10,000 rats, 50 eagles, 7 bulls, 15.
They're
a
defending
black-
you. They're defending you.
They're defending from all those things.
He's
The
got a
only
point. He's
flaw-
got a
the
point.
only
He's got
flaw-
a point.
I
See
think
what I'm
with
saying?
your-
Like
yeah.
I'm thinking logically. Like Dan is asking the aggressiveness, like thinking logically.
The only flaw I think in that though is the alternative to risking the hunter taking the one shot at you is the hunter being able to defend you from all of these things.
Yeah, useless.
And if we
I'm not
put the-
saying yeah.
yeah,
I'm not
you-
saying that's what I'm
so
saying.
I
That's what I'm
feel
saying.
like-
I think this is a very
so Adam, if you
the
had
time
to pick
limit
2,
is a
just
good
so we can
thing.
move,
The time limit
which
is
2
a
would
good
you
thing.
pick? If you had to pick
Oh
2,
man.
so we can get to Logan.
This is hard.
Dude, Adam would be so bad at D&D.
This is because I overthink this. I
Yeah, I
analyze
can tell.
way too much from all these different angles.
I'm just
I
having a
think
sensory shutdown.
Adam's gonna start crying.
I like the if I'm gonna have anything to as far as mobility and power, I like the gorillas defending.
Mhm.
That's a good one. But I hate leaving. See, I feel like going with Dan because I hate leaving 3 more because the Bulls concern me. I'm sorry, they stampede. I mean, I don't care who you are unless you're a lion and hop up on the back like Simba and ride it, or I don't know what you know what I mean. Like,
Adam, what's your final selection?
sorry, I analyze way too much.
Wildebeest can run lion off though.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But this
Buffalo.
looks like
I,
just a male cow.
It kind of look like buffalo. a
I'm
little
gonna
bit.
go. Okay, this I don't agree with this. I don't
The
like this,
suspense is
but I'm gonna
killing me.
go with the 2-hour mark. So I'm
That
gonna
wasn't an
pick.
option.
I'm gonna go with Dan's. I'm gonna go with Silverback and a lion because I figure
Mhm.
lions have a pack mentality enough. There's 4 of them.
Yeah.
I figure the other reason I'm not picking the bears is because there's 1 more lion.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So gorillas and lions.
I'll go with that.
And if it
I
was-
don't think I'm gonna.
It
I
was
think I'm
nice
dead
knowing you.
anyways.
Those rats will get you immediately. Logan.
Question for the dungeon
I think I'm dead
master.
anyways.
Yes.
Am I able to command the animals that are defending me?
I would say no.
But their
You wanna be
instinct is
reali-
to defend me.
Yeah, their
but I
instinct
can't
is defend you.
Okay, because if I could command them, I would.
you fly out of there with the Falcons.
I would fly, you fools. I would almost think that the Falcons could be pretty OP if you could just
Yeah.
like point and get 50 Falcons on something.
See, I'm saying that if you don't pick 50 Falcons or 10,000 rats, you're donezo. You have to pick one of those in your formula.
The problem
See,
is
I would if I could switch, or like trade out. The Falcons are a good one because you get an aerial.
That's what I'm saying. I'm thinking.
10,000 rats though. That's so many.
I,
rats.
So
okay,
you
yeah.
keep
People
bringing-
people are sleeping on the 10,000 rats because that is a
I
problem.
I thought that was a no-brainer, dude.
Well, wait, let me
10,000
finish.
rats.
Let me finish.
Stomp them.
I think when you look at I'm just looking at numbers. I think that if you had 5 silverback gorillas, number and size, that's a lot of
I
defense.
think you have to go with the gorillas because they're gonna screw you up.
Yeah.
So yeah,
And have you seen how they run around and just kind of toss people?
it reminds me of
Oh,
my friend
yeah.
Connor Dupay.
Yeah. So I'm going gorillas, and then since I can't command the Falcons, they're probably going to spread out and attack what they see. They're going to be nasty, but I'm going to go with the 15 wolves, silverback gorillas.
Okay.
That's a good choice. All right,
like that one.
So
cool. So
Adam
I
and
mean,
Dan were the
we
same.
can dive. So
Logan
yeah,
and I were the
final
same.
selections. And we're moving on. We can talk about this off the air.
Silverback and wolves.
Silverback and wolves.
Silverback and rats.
Silverback and lions.
My original I'll stick with what I said originally, even though I changed it. Silverback and Lions.
What would you change
Very
it
good.
to?
The Falcons.
I think the Falcons would be good to have
Yeah.
aerial.
The Falcons would be-
Silverback and Falcons.
Falcons would be good. All right. Well, there we go. That's one of the 2 questions I had. The other, we're running low on time, but I do want to do this other question. This is just a fun
You
one.
pulled an hour and a half podcast with Philip. 2-hour podcast with Philip.
Well, that was our first one back.
Hey, can
Yeah.
I do a live update?
Live update. Update from Dan.
Live update. The Jacksonville Jaguars selected former Penn State tight end and Parkersburg Big Red Brenton Strange with the 61st
Brenton
overall pick.
Come out.
Wow,
Come on, Brenton.
Parkersburg guy.
Hey,
so
live
local dude just got on there. 61st pick's pretty good.
Oh, look at his live update.
Oh, sweet.
I farted so bad over here. You smell that, Corey?
Get the
told-
smelling salts
Get
out.
this out.
Where's the black water? H2O.
Yeah, apparently it's
black
coming
water.
out of Logan right now.
H2O.
Next
All right,
question.
my
Yeah, you
next
sniff me.
question.
You'll bench.
This
I ain't
is
sniffing
we
anybody.
could call this podcast the Safari Podcast because this one also has to do with animals.
In
Adam, you
Africa?
can go first
Africa
this time.
animals or
This
Amazon?
one's going to be easier, hopefully. So my question is, this is just a theoretical question. And let's just say you're in the same dome, maybe smaller. Actually, you know what? Yeah, it's the same dome. We shouldn't be worried about the size of the things.
Are there
The
windows?
size
What?
doesn't matter.
What is the largest animal that you think that you could defeat in hand-to-hand combat?
Let me get the list back up.
Well,
No, not on that list. Just
I
in
know.
general.
I'm
This
just kidding.
this is like a
And
kind
when I
of
say
a,
defeat, what animal do you think the largest possible animal that you think you could kill with your bare hands?
well. The
Give me one of those Jolly Ranchers.
An
son of a gun.
anteater.
Dude, I was thinking that same thing because they're really big, but they're also
That's
they're
what I was
just do
gonna
this.
say. That's the, that's
Oh, you listeners just missed out on a sight right there.
that's the
Imagine
problem
just
with
look-
this question. The problem with this question is
Dude, there's
there are
not
a
a
lot
problem
of
with the question.
animals that are really big that are docile.
that's what I'm saying. What animal
So like,
do you think that you're willing to you could kill with your bare hands? Don't do it.
I did. It just wasn't loud.
Don't ruin my mind.
See, here's mine. I think that I could kill a deer with my bare hands.
Ryan, people do that all the time.
Snap his neck.
You get a bad shot,
No,
you snap its neck.
bare
yeah.
hands. But
So
I think
no
that's
knife.
the biggest animal that I
Yeah, you
think that I could
snap
kill.
its neck. That's
well,
your bare
actually,
hands.
I'll take it back. I didn't
You
factor
had to
in
sneak
eyes.
up on it first.
I mean, I think
So-
that I could kill a deer. It would have to be a male deer, so I have something to hold on to.
Is it fighting back, or is it it's just walking and?
You're fighting each other.
Oh shoot!
The way you're jostling that rancher in your mouth is disgusting.
I feel like. Oh, there went his tooth.
Sorry.
I'm thinking, Adam, go. And you can't say any of your kids.
They're not animals.
I've killed a dog before.
He watched I Am Legend and wanted to see how it felt.
My dad killed a cat in hand-to-hand combat.
I feel like I could kill a bear if I could get on its back. If I could get on its
No.
back.
You're not killing a bear, dude.
If I could get on its back.
How would you kill it?
Well, if you can get its mouth shut and you can cover its nose.
Can you give us a species? Or a
Well, I think I could start with black. I think I'd maybe start with like Winnie the Pooh. Just work my way
Dude,
out.
have you seen how fast bears run at people, though?
But if I could get on its back,
How are you getting on its back?
move, hop.
Dan, you really think you could snap its neck though?
No, I
no,
it
that's
just
not-
cover its
He
mouth.
wants to suffocate it.
Oh, you're gonna
Oh,
suffocate. All right.
So
That's how
Dude,
Wolverines
I feel like
kill bears.
it tossed you off, dude. It could even go into like it could
Yeah.
roll over and buck you off like that.
Animal fact: Wolverines clamp down on the bear's snout with their mouth, and they
Mhm.
suffocate them because they're so vicious. That's
Yeah.
how they kill bears.
What the-
So-
what was that for, Corey?
I'm gonna say I'm gonna say any animal at the pet store I could kill with my bare
Okay.
hands.
That's a good one.
Now with my car, I could kill pretty much anything.
Yeah. I think I could kill a deer. I really do. I think that if a
Ryan.
male deer were charging me,
Yes.
even if it stabbed me,
I went to high school with a kid.
I
got
don't
ran
think
over
it would
by a deer.
immediately kill me. But if it did stab
I got
me,
knocked over by a deer at Parchment
I'm
Valley.
not surprised by
A
that.
doe. A deer?
I would grab
A
its
female deer?
antlers and I would wrestle it to the ground and I would either snap its neck or I'd go in through the eyes.
Ryan, I'm not gonna talk you down. I'm gonna hype you up.
Yeah.
dude.
This is
No,
You're gonna
don't-
kill a
I'm
deer.
not, you don't know where I'm
this
going
is
with this.
post smelling salts,
You
right?
can
Like,
kill
Yeah,
more
sauce.
than you can kill something better than a deer, Ryan.
Yeah?
Come on.
Yeah, man.
What? Like what?
You can kill an anteater with me.
An anteater?
Those things. No, I'm still
A deer's
thinking.
bigger than an anteater.
Armadillo.
I mean, I could probably kill a cow.
Dude, do you think I could kill a baboon?
No, dude, no shot. No monkeys.
Those things are vicious.
Yeah, no
Those
monkeys.
mandrills.
I feel like I could get it in a headlock though.
Have you
No,
ever saw
dude.
Congo?
They're
I
Dude,
feel
have
like
you
I could
seen
choke it out like
Mighty
a
Joe
human.
Young.
Dude, I saw a video of a baby, I think it was a chimpanzee, and they're playing.
I could kill it.
They're like throwing they're saying this is a baby, so it wouldn't really count
I
much
could
for,
kill a baby too.
for size. Oof. But
This is a terrible
this
podcast.
chimpanzee caught this tennis ball and just squeezed it and it popped.
They're strong, man. They're strong.
That's what I'm saying.
They have like the strength of like 10 humans.
Ryan
you
said
know-
that stat like it changed everyone's life. He's like,
You know,
and it
tennis
popped.
ball's
He's
hollow,
like,
right?
Huh?
You know, tennis ball's hollow, right?
I could kill a shark.
I didn't know that.
I think I could kill a shark
Dan,
I could see you killing a shark.
how?
on land.
Okay, so the other caveat is that if it is a water animal, you have to battle
You
it.
have to
in
fight
water.
it in its biome.
Well, I could
You
just
can't
swim to
say-
shore and chase me.
Actually,
No, you said it. We're in
Beach
the
it.
dome.
Get it beached.
well, but for the sake of the argument,
If I could get it beached,
Fine, there's a swimming pool in the
Done.
dome, you idiot.
drag it up on land and
There's
just
a moat.
watch it while it dies.
no, but you have to kill it with your. So the reason it dies has to have been you killing it with your hands.
Well, I'll
All
push on its lungs and get the air out faster.
we're the lungs
See,
on a
I have a
shark.
tactical
Up the
advantage.
butt.
I have a tactical advantage
the
because
butt.
I constantly carry insulin with me. It's
True,
part of my
Corey,
body.
you can use your insulin.
So I can stab people
You're
with
like
my
a
insulin.
borderline superhero.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Insulin man.
Logan, what about you?
I'm still thinking, but I want everyone's real answers.
Diabetes.
You said a few things. What are you landing on?
Well, I mean, any animal bigger, like for seriously though, like a bear or something, that's going to kill you. I mean, it's always going to rip your throat off.
I don't think you could do a bear, Dan.
No, a baby bear I could.
I think you're strong. Yeah, you could probably do baby.
I'm
bear.
going to say a big dog.
big dog.
I'm going to say a
Yeah,
big
there's
dog.
some big
Yeah,
dogs. That's
yeah.
fair.
I could kill a big dog.
Um,
Yeah, like
'cause I could
Sandlot big.
Yeah, I can snap his neck.
I think we're underestimating how hard it is to kill something with your bare hands.
I'm gonna
It
go
is.
with.
Depends
After
on that-
you do it a
that
couple
fight or
times,
flight,
it gets
man.
easier.
I
I'm not
think you
gonna
can do some pretty amazing
say
things if you're
how
backed into
I
a
would
corner.
kill it
Call me
because it'd
mother.
be too graphic. I think. But I know I can't snap its neck. But I think I could kill a cow with my bare hands, like a big cow.
I was
That's a good
Yeah, I
one.
mean,
wondering
they're
about
not
the
really
cow.
going to fight too much.
Yeah, I mean they're gonna fight, but they can't do much damage. They don't have bottom teeth.
Or they snap,
like my
stomp you.
Put it in like a scissor lock
kidding.
with your legs around its neck.
I don't think that breaking the neck or asphyxiation
not
is
break-
possible.
With a cow?
No, dude, they got those pipes on them, man.
You could just luck out and
I'm going for the eyes. If I
go
can
cow
get in through
tipping
the
and
eyes,
scare it to death.
Are you talking like this?
There you go.
I'm going in. Corey, what about you?
I'm having a
Thank you, future
I'm having a
farmers
hard
of
time
America.
with this question.
Can I say something that I could see you killing?
I
I
guess.
think you would mess up a penguin.
They're so slippery though. They have those oil feathers.
Dude, you know what would actually be really scary?
They would be so loud and I'd get intimidated. Like, oh.
You know what'd be really scary
Pun it.
is if you were locked in a room with a really, really mad rooster.
They can
Don't
be
do it.
vicious. They can be vicious.
Oh, I thought you said something else. Corey, what do you think?
I'm having a hard time with this.
You're a
I'm
good
thinking-
swimmer, right? I think you could kill a
I'm a-
dolphin.
I'm an average dude. Dolphins can be really aggressive. Dolphins can
Mhm.
kill sharks.
Well, be darned.
And
That's cap.
this-
I'm calling
they're
cap.
No, that's like actually a
Animal.
known fact.
Animal note: their faces are a misconception because it looks like they're smiling, and so everyone thinks, oh, they're just happy animals, but that's just the way their mouth's curved. They're really not.
Yeah.
They're not happy that you paid $70 to get pulled by their dorsal fin.
It's the
and-
same logic behind the
Especially, like,
Joker.
They
Yeah, pretty
say
much.
it's been a while since I've seen.
got these skies.
It's been a while since I've seen it, but have you guys seen the show like River Monsters where he used to
Yeah.
fish everything?
Ooh, you're going for
When
River
he was
Monster.
no, what I was saying was when you were talking about dolphins, when he was talking about the Amazon, they say that, like those Amazon River dolphins are like vicious and kill people all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Like you have to be really careful if you're swimming.
Yeah.
Which I mean, in general, on the Amazon, you have to be careful.
Hey, Logan.
piranha.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
But
So, Corey, what do you think?
I think I'm
We can
more
come
in
back to
line
you
with
on
I think I'm more in line with Dan with like a big dog.
Okay.
I just find it
Like, I think that you guys both could kill a Great Dane.
I'm going
And I think-
back.
is that the biggest dog?
Eh,
Height
Yeah.
wise?
A Mastiff.
yeah.
I don't know, dude.
Yeah, that's
Those
pretty
scare
big.
me. Logan, what about you? You going with Anteater?
Dan, say what you're gonna say. I'm still thinking.
Okay, so I'm going to take mine back though. The animal that would give me the most like intensity to want to kill, is a kangaroo, because a kangaroo is going to front up, want to box you, and I
Yeah,
think
you'd
as
box
soon as
it.
it hit me, I'd just be like,
It-
"Oh, you're dead."
It'd be a gentleman's match.
Yeah, so
You'd
I feel
box
like
to
I would.
death.
I feel like I would want to kill the kangaroo.
And
Sorry,
if you
Australia.
unleash your,
Sponsor us.
what is it, 12 seconds?
11 seconds.
11 seconds.
Almost 12. I'm getting better.
Dan, and
I think I
I
can
agree
get
with
12
this.
seconds.
If somebody were to attack, like maybe someone in Dan's family that he cares about, I think that, and he's told me this, and I think it's true. I think it would take Dan 11 seconds to kill a man
Yeah,
with his bare hands.
I think so. I think once I got him in a chokehold or something, I just wouldn't let go.
Do you think that time would decrease if you were to hit the smelling salts before?
I think I'd get an extra 4 or 5 seconds.
So
on
you go
that.
down to like, oh, so
No, I think it'd get
you
me
get
more.
more seconds?
Yeah, I think it'd
oh, so
jack
like
me
15
up.
seconds?
Yeah, I think so.
Couldn't imagine that.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna work my way up. I'm thinking of like a smaller. This would be impressive to kill, but I think I could kill one hyena.
They're so fast though.
They're small.
never
though.
catch
I could kill one hyena.
If Pete is listening, this is all
I
theoretical.
outweigh it by hundreds of pounds.
No,
100
because what
pounds.
a hyena would do, it would play the long game with you. It would
Yeah.
evade until you got tired, and then it pounds
It gets
you.
your fan.
No, I just have to get a grip. He'd probably bite, scratch. He'd get me somewhere. I just had to put him down on the ground and choke him out. So working my way up, I could kill a deer. I could snap a deer's neck. I hear a lot of people. That's a pretty
think
common
anyone
way to
could do
finish
that.
them off.
Not snap a neck. They usually slit the throat.
But Logan, you haven't shot it. You're talking about people doing that while they should. You're talking about a live deer. You bare hands.
Yeah, I could wait
Charging
in a
out
tree
to you.
stand long enough and get lucky enough.
You're-
I'd just
Okay,
drop
that-
down.
that's
have a
what
tree
I'm just
stand.
trying
Right
to
on
make
its
you
back,
think
just
that you're
crush its
tactical.
back.
Yeah, I could kill a deer.
Just scissors
I could
back.
kill a deer.
Boom.
It would. Yes, it would take a long
I-
time, but I could get it.
I have
Yeah.
a question. to add to
No,
this.
Corey, I'm not
No,
done.
this is part. This isn't an animal. This is a tactical thing for the
Corey,
question.
you're allowed to have one tactical question. You can have that question. now.
Does the animal know that we are going to fight when we're coming up to the animal? Because like
You can sneak up on it.
Because like if I'm just walking up to a cow normally and it's like not like people walk up to cows all the time, and you're just like,
I mean,
then you decide to do
well, but,
something that's
I mean,
different
think of it.
than
If you were to go up to a cow in a field, it'd be pretty hard to sneak up on it, and the same thing would apply
Oh,
here.
I'm not talking about
But that's
just
saying
sneaking.
cow
I'm
wouldn't
just
run
saying they
away.
wouldn't run away or like immediately
Yeah.
instinct be I need to attack.
They're just gonna
this."
act like they act.
Okay,
So
that's kind of what I was
the
asking.
type of animal you pick depends on whether you can kill her or not.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's all part of the.
You know
system.
what? Not gonna lie, I'm not gonna be funny here. I'm just saying, if the mission's what's the biggest animal that you could kill, I would say either an aardvark or an anteater.
Yeah,
I
that's
gotta say it. They're
that's taking the cheap way out, but
well. The question was,
I mean, a cow's bigger than an anteater.
the cow's gonna be tough.
Nah,
Those things are.
I could get it. I'll show you after this.
Oh,
Do you have tissues in here?
I got some smelling salts.
That's
Sure,
probably
winter
what
shoes.
made his nose run. Yeah. It's
So Dan,
just,
you're thinking
I'm just gonna say big dog.
big dog. I'm gonna say a
Realistically.
cow.
I'm going with big dog as well.
Big dog.
Maybe a
and you're going with
horse.
anteater.
If I can't do an anteater, an aardvark,
I mean, if I could break a horse's leg
or ride one of them big
and then
beavers.
just let
Dude,
it
think about a
just
horse.
let it die. I mean,
Horse could
naturally.
kick you though. Cow's not gonna
Yeah.
kick you like that.
Ryan,
No.
one of them big beavers.
You know what I couldn't kill?
A big beaver.
No, I don't think I could get myself to kill a groundhog.
Really?
It's moving up there for my favorite animal of all time.
What about a mole?
I've killed a mole before.
I can't trust
I
moles.
killed a mole with a basketball once.
What about a frog?
I
Ryan,
kill a frog.
could you kill?
You
I'm-
would?
I'm just really good at catching
could
and
you
finding
kill
frogs.
Could you kill a
I
baby
thought that
seal?
You like frogs.
Club it.
Probably.
Could you kill a duck?
Yeah.
A mallard?
Not a mallard.
Mallards are too beautiful.
I took an oath one time with a mallard.
This is like the Old Testament.
Adam, what about you?
Once again,
Biggest animal you think you killed with your bare hands?
PETA.
Oh man.
Also, and listen, this isn't being rude, but I know you overthink. You have 3 minutes to answer.
well, the trouble is like you said, it's about not so much about what you could physically, it's just about what if you pick a certain type of animal. I mean, they're gonna attack back. You know what I mean? Like cows, you might be able to kill that, but it doesn't attack back, so that makes it hard. So I kind of have to be very realistic, because even this animal is gonna fight back. But like a big dog. I mean, they're gonna if they're aggressive and you do something to. I mean, but I think do that
If you had to.
effectively.
Yeah.
So you're going big dog?
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing about a big dog too. You can have a really friendly, like, random person's dog that's a huge dog, and it's
Well, but
personable and walk right up
catch your
to it,
neighbor,
break
neighbor's
its
dog
neck
off a
yeah.
car.
before
Well,
it's
yeah,
ready.
but yeah, but I mean, same way, like seriously, like Dan said earlier, a shark, if it's on land, it ain't gonna hurt you.
Yeah.
If a shark was friendly and you swam up to it in the sea, you could kill. You know what I mean? Like,
Poke it in the
If
eye.
you show me a friendly shark, I'll give you $100.
but that's what I'm saying though. You're talking about the nature of the situation. That's when we start getting into the weeds of how the scenario plays out.
Brian, could you kill a sea cow?
A manatee.
I think I could.
In its
A
element.
hippocampus.
Dude, you just get your arms and legs wrapped around him. He just torpedoes
What's
to
a
the
sea
bottom.
cow?
I say
It's a manatee.
Manatee.
Why are we
Yeah,
called a sea cow?
he just takes you down
I
like
couldn't kill a manatee.
3,000 feet
That'd
and
be
you're
so
just
hard.
dead.
First of all, show me the throat on a manatee. I dare you. You can't find it.
I dare you.
And I mean,
what's that?
Dude, manatees might be really hard to kill because you can't even like suffocate them because
I
they
have
hold their breath
something
for so
funny
long.
to tell you after about a manatee. So,
Oh,
anyways.
What
Hey,
about
Adam,
a pistol shrimp?
Pull up a picture of a pistol shrimp.
You ever heard of a pistol
heard of a
shrimp?
mantis
I want
shrimp.
to see a picture of it. I want to imagine you killing it.
They're I got this from the Netflix movie Project Power.
Sea monkeys.
You ever watch that movie?
No.
They're
Show me.
Don't they actually have like the strongest
They
like,
have-
pound for pound?
That was my nickname in high school.
they're
like
the
attack?
self-defense mechanism.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've never heard
I'd
of one
kill to see you
until
fight a pistol shrimp, Adam.
I never heard of one until I saw that, because that was Jamie Foxx's power. His pistol, and like he does something with some air mo-
Show me the pistol shrimp.
Hey, Jamie.
I'm trying to give some context here, guys,
Rogan reference.
because he had the toughest power
He
in that
searches
movie.
Pistol Pete.
Oh, man. What a great movie.
Oh, I got that.
But
You're telling me you were.
it was half joke, but it has a self-defense mechanism that like heats up the water inside and like can just incinerate.
Yeah, they're known to shoot through people's like
Just-
water shoes.
Yeah.
not the water shoes.
No.
But I'm just saying, like, it's,
Could you take out one of those Kroger lobsters?
No, man.
No way.
The Kroger
Dude, they
lobsters are
keep
built
them in
different.
handcuffs for a reason, all right?
I
They're
know.
they're incarcerated.
Speaking of lobsters, did you hear that about 9 billion king crabs disappeared from the ocean? 9 billion. Where did they go?
oh, look at
I don't know,
that.
but I have a
71
question
miles
for
per
you.
hour.
Yeah.
I have a question for Ryan specifically.
71 miles an hour?
That's how it produced a stream of water that travels as a pressure bubble at
Once
speeds
popped-
of roughly 71 miles
Once
per
popped,
hour.
though, the deafening crack of these bubbles reaches up to 218 decibels.
That's pretty intense self-defense mechanism right there.
Yeah, I'd kill it. Logan, yeah.
Rank in this room
Might be deaf afterwards, but
the easiest to kill to the hardest to kill. Go.
We're getting some murky water here.
This is just Ryan. We don't have to go around the room unless we want to.
yeah, we're over an hour, by the way. I just restarted the
alright.
timer.
I mean, listen, Corey.
I'm a diabetic. All you have to do is take my insulin pump.
Exactly. I think that you probably I could kill first. Logan, I think that I could. I know I'm quicker than Adam. I think I could do Adam second.
I don't know. No, it's who you're gonna
Adam
kill.
can bench more than me, but I think that I could kill him
Is this also still?
second. Logan, you'd be.
I have more I'm fighting for than you are, though.
Sure.
True.
That's offensive.
I'm just saying.
Ouch. I don't have kids, okay, but I can still
Nah.
fight. Okay, I
Adam,
care about
I've heard
myself.
I've heard the cracking sound your bones make when you bench.
Man, that's them loosening up.
You'd
be
I
good.
keep them tight for a reason.
Logan, I
That's
can get you
them-
next. I know your strategies. I know your weaknesses. Dan, I don't know what I'd do about you, man. I think you could probably mess me
You
up.
better take this. Is what I tell everybody else. You better knock me out in your first hit. Because if you don't knock me
Yeah.
out in your first hit, I'm gonna kill
Yeah,
you.
let's not get more into this. I'm gonna kill you. All right, so final answer. It scared me.
And we have peaked this entire episode.
It was
Audio is
it
gonna
was
be
a
rough.
smelling
All
salts.
right, final answers for the
I'm
biggest
just
animals.
checking. Thanks, everybody.
Big dog.
For the animals, I'm going big dog or big snake.
Oh no!
If I can get his head and whip it against a tree,
I'm running
because
away.
you can whip a snake and you
that
can kill
means
it
you
that
could
way.
get a boa constrictor dead, and
Yeah.
that's
Anaconda.
huge.
or an
Anaconda,
anaconda.
that's the big
If
one
you
you're
can,
thinking
if
of.
you could strangle an anaconda before it wrapped around you, you'd be all right.
Are you singing the song in your head too, Dan?
All right, mine would be a cow. Corey, big dog.
Big dog.
But kangaroo is what I want.
Ant eater.
Adam,
Big dog.
pistol shrimp.
Pistol
All
shrimp.
right,
No,
I
man,
have-
it'd kill me. I
Shrimp.
can't kill that.
I have one more. Should we get into it or should we just wrap up?
I'd say wrap up. Save it for another one.
All right, so let's get into it.
I like it. I like where
So-
this is
We've
going.
had we've had
can we
two
agree
We
long
have
ones.
to have this one wrapped up in 10 minutes.
Oh, jeez.
'Cause
we have
this
gone. We
one-
have done two.
This next
way
question,
over
this
our
is a would you
normal
rather
limit.
question.
If I wasn't
think,
on this podcast, this would be extraordinarily entertaining to listen to. So I think it's okay.
Corey, this is
So
one that
you're
I think
saying
that
you
you've
make
been a
it
part of
boring
this.
to listen to.
I once talked about this. This would
I hate
you
the way
ra-
I sound.
Can I talk or am I should I just leave?
Just leave.
So this would you rather? I've talked about this would you rather for multiple hours. So would you rather have free travel for life? So free planes, free boats, free gas, or the ability to teleport anywhere, but it costs 75 cents every time?
Teleport.
Nope, that's wrong.
It's would you rather. There's no right answer.
See, here's the thing. For me,
We have talked about this.
I
quite a
think
bit in depth.
everyone by default immediately goes for the teleportation thing.
Can I just answer quick?
No.
Because I have an answer.
Yeah.
Because I have a strategic thing. for that.
I'm gonna go free travel. It's not about the destination, but the journey.
Amen. That's the root of it all.
Oh my
because
gosh.
if you listen, think about this. If you can teleport anywhere for 75 cents,
Just don't pay. Teleport before they try to take your money.
A, that's going to rack up money. That's not even the big thing. But it's going to ruin travel for you for the rest of your life. The
all
reason
right.
why we get excited to travel is because, it's something that we don't do a ton and it takes time to get places.
Yeah, but you also don't have kids.
Yeah, once you have kids, travel
Yeah,
will
but
be
still,
ruined
it'd
for
ruin
you.
it
So
for
don't
you.
worry about it.
It'd ruin it for you, man.
I gotta pee.
No, you want to know, like, okay, so
Pee in the teleporter, then, Siler.
this right here has been like when you talk about your superpower, what kind of superpower you have.
Oh, I bit my tongue. I'm going to cry.
I now the thing about this is okay. There's a standard teleport that you do, but I read this fictional book. The guy didn't.
How are we this deep already? This is insane.
Well,
Adam.
There's a
I'm wrapping
standard-
this up.
There's a standard teleportation.
But no, but this
method.
is a different thing. He created portals and was able to move the portals instead of himself. And the reason why I went for this is because of my job purposes. During these daggone retreats, imagine the gear that I can transport and be set up.
Wait,
I don't care about that journey because I don't
Question.
want to drive that journey.
question.
Yeah,
Can,
to me,
can
that was the
he
most practical.
Can he teleport the gear though?
No.
So that
I mean,
that
he
makes
can
a
But
bring-
change.
in other,
You can
if you're
bring,
not
like,
doing
luggage if he's
portals,
going on a trip.
if
but-
you're not doing portals, then most standard teleportation powers by things you touch.
Dude, when did we establish a standard for teleportation?
Well, I'm just trying to
have-
get clear here. You're not clarifying.
No, it's good to know because, like, at this point,
Can I?
something's gonna go wrong when you teleport.
Can
you know?
I-
So I'm just
Why?
going
No,
free
listen,
travel,
This
baby.
is
didn't
this
say
is my
that.
this is my question.
Free travel. You can travel first class.
I
I've said
know.
this-
You could fly anywhere at any time first class. It's
Mhm.
better than teleporting.
So
you know.
You would never have
Wait,
to spend money on
here's-
gas ever
here-
You
again.
know how much it
But you're
costs to
ta-
privately fly in a C-130?
Here's
Not
okay.
when I can teleport. It costs me
Here-
less than that.
Wait, I have some questions.
Hey guys, Corey has some questions, and
Okay.
he's saying like this. So
Yeah,
they're gonna
I
be good
know.
questions.
It's stressing me out. Obviously, when you include free travel, that means you get to take things. You said Adam couldn't teleport things. If
that's
I was
false.
if I was teleporting, like if I'm going places, I think I should be able to take like a reasonable amount of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you can bring
like, can I take a backpack and a suitcase?
you can bring what you can carry.
Okay, because I just did some math.
And when I say
What are
carry,
the
Why?
dimensions?
I just did.
What are
I
the
just did some
dimensions of the
math.
carry-on?
what are the dimensions of
Okay.
the standard
I
form of
just did
teleportation?
some math though.
Yeah.
Okay, I actually
math or math?
math, not
Okay,
meth.
both probably would lead to the same
Okay.
response you're about to give me, but
So-
continue.
The average U.S. salary is $60,575 according to Google.
That's a lot higher than I thought it would be.
Well, it's
higher
all
than I
relative to.
make.
You also have to understand that that's like including billionaires and things like that that skew it.
I have another question.
We have
Okay.
1 minute and 10 seconds.
Speed it up,
Which, when
Colby.
you figure out like 75 cents of teleportation
I forgot to get biblical application.
on that amount of money in 1 year, if you only spent your money on teleporting, you could teleport almost 81,000 times. And I feel like you're not going to teleport that much.
See,
Well, that's my other question. Is, well, how
So-
much am I traveling?
Yeah, it's like
dude, if you could travel for free, you'd do it all the time.
Oh, I'm telling you, man, I'd
But
be
you
in
gotta
Japan
spend 2
tomorrow.
weeks to do it.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
Do you have time to take off work
You
for
can
2 weeks?
you can fly anywhere in the world in under a day.
You have time to take off to
Yeah.
do that every day, every
But-
week.
I would.
but here's my thing,
I
like
could work remotely whenever I want.
I could be at
what
my
Adam's
destination for 2 days before you get there.
what Adam's saying, like I wouldn't use teleportation for my normal thing. Like going to work every day, whatever. I don't care about that. I enjoy listening to podcasts and
Me too.
music and whatever.
Mhm.
So that wouldn't phase me. If I could teleport for 75 cents and be like, okay, I'm going to work every day, I'm doing my thing, but I want to go on a random vacation because I have 4 days off. I'm just
Teleport.
I'm gonna put my backpack on and walk into Japan. And then I'm in Japan. And then while I'm in Japan, I'm not teleporting because I'm experiencing.
Yeah.
So I'm traveling around the city, whatever. And then it's like, oh, I got to be back to work tomorrow. Boop, in my house.
Yeah.
And here's the thing:
$1.50.
there's if you're
$1.50.
if you're stipulating the teleportation rules, and I can't touch the items that I'm teleporting,
35 seconds.
then you know, we're going to Disney. We're not flying. We're going to drive because at least I can take what I need to. And guess what? I'll just teleport back because the way you cost it. I'll just fill my backpack up with clothes I need and come back home and fill it up and go back and there you go.
Yeah.
Easy peasy.
Do your clothes go with you?
I'm apparently I don't know. Ask Ryan. He's
30
making
seconds.
up the
All
rules.
right, final answer. Teleportation or free travel?
Free travel.
Free travel.
I think I'm going to teleport.
We travel.
Teleport.
All right, very good. Well, that was interesting.
Next time you need to have
Not gonna lie, Corey,
clarifying
the way that you
rules.
put it swayed me a little bit.
I think there could be. I
I
really
said the
like
same
the
thing,
free
you just
journey.
didn't listen to
He
me.
did it better.
I really like the journey. I,
got
see what
you,
you're saying.
Grinder.
But,
I understood.
Don't lie to me.
but I think
I
there's
understood.
an argument to be made.
I want to teleport over there and whip your.
Nope, you got free travel. He's going
Getting an Uber.
Yeah, no. All right, well, that was fun. So let's close this puppy out. I forgot about this because usually Leeson does it, but I'm just going to reteach what I taught last
This
Wednesday.
is the main thing of this whole entire podcast.
I know, but
you
I'm so used to
forgot.
Leeson doing it, so but we're good. I'm prepared.
Well, you have the baton now, Riot.
I do.
It's been passed.
It
upon
was never
you.
officially handed to me, but
It was officially handed to you.
I guess. So, if we can open our Bibles to 2 Kings chapter 6, verses 1 through 7. So this story in 2 Kings is about Elisha, the prophet, the protege of Elijah. And you guys don't actually have to turn, but if you want to, it'd be a good time. And so
Or
this
scroll.
is a story of a miracle that Elisha performed that gets overlooked a lot. But I read it the other day and I was like, that's pretty cool. And I feel like there's a lot we can learn from there. So I'm just gonna read the story. It's just 7 verses. The axe had recovered. Now the sons of the prophets said to Elisha, see, the place where we dwell under your charge is too small for us. So Elisha had a bunch of like prophet schools, and one of the schools was too small, so his students asked if they could build a bigger building. They asked, "Let us go to the Jordan, and each of us get there a log, and let us make a place for us to dwell there." And he answered, "Go." Then one of them said, "Be pleased to go with your servants." And he answered, "I will go." So he went with them, and when they came to the Jordan, they cut down trees. But as one was felling a log, his axe head fell into the water, and he cried out, "Alas, my master, it was borrowed." Then the man of God said, "Where did it fall?" When he showed him the place, he cut off a stick and threw it in there and made the iron float. And he said, "Take it up." So he reached out his hand and took it. So it's a pretty straightforward story. Some guy's chopping on a tree, loses the head of his axe, and it falls into the water. Loses his. But I think that there is a lot that we can get from that, because miracles that are in the Bible weren't written in the Bible for no reason. There's always something you can learn from them, because everything in the Bible, there's a reason for it there. And so one of the things there that I got from it is that there's kind of a lesson in there about when we ourselves are lost, or maybe a certain aspect of our Christianity is either lost or like fading out. Like maybe we've lost some faith, or we've fell out of a routine, or the example I used in youth was maybe after you go to camp, you start losing that on fire feeling you have for God, and so you kind of have lost that. And so within here, there are kind of 4 things that are broken down in how to find what was lost. The first thing, and this is also stuff that I read from a couple people, so this is other people's thoughts thrown in there too. But the first thing is to admit it, that you've lost something. You can't search for something you've lost unless you admit it and you realize what you've lost. So if you're losing your faith, you can go a long time without admitting that, and you can go a long time, using this story as an example, you can go a long time trying to chop down a tree without an axe head. You're still gonna, do stuff, but it's not gonna be effective because you don't have, God, you don't have your faith. So the first step there is to admit it. The second step is to go back to kind of retrace your steps, go back to where you were when you had that faith. In this story, Elisha asked immediately when somebody admitted that they lost their axe head, he asked, "Where did it fall?" And so, that's another thing we can do. If we, realize and we admit that we're, losing something in our faith or losing something in our walk with God, it's good to, think back to how, like, certain things we were doing when we were on fire, or the certain people we were hanging out with when we were on fire, and, to go back to that point and, get there. The third thing is to believe. In this story, Elisha didn't, not for a second, didn't believe that, he couldn't, use the power of God to, make this axe head float from the water. And so we need to believe that, God can restore us, and God can, get us back to, a rightful position with him. And, that's a really important step, because we can admit we did something wrong, and we can retrace our steps, figure out where we were. But if we don't believe truly that God can restore us and that God can, keep us restored, then it's useless. And then the last thing, which is something that is mentioned another time in 2 Kings, is to, take it up, is to, when you do retrace your steps, when you do all those steps and you finally get to a point where, you know what you need to do, God has revealed himself to you, what you need to do in order to get back with him, in order to get your faith, in order to get back on fire, you need to take it up, which is, interesting to me, because, God had all of the power in this story to, have Elisha throw off the stick, and then, the axe head just attaches itself back, and then it's fully complete. Or he could have even just, summoned a new axe. But, there's a point here made where, he makes the axe head float, but then this, student of Elisha has to go take the steps to pick up the axe head and reattach it. And so that's something that we have to do. We have to take that step in our life. We have to, God can, open doors for us, but we have to, take up those opportunities. We have to, do our part, which is also a really beautiful thing about God, because it's not something, if God forced us to, apply every lesson we've learned, or, to take up every opportunity he gives us, it's not going to mean anything to us, because, it's not a choice on our part. There's power there in the choices we make. So yeah, 4 little lessons from that story that I thought were pretty cool.
Yeah.
Thoughts?
It's good stuff. God definitely works through broken people.
True. And
I've been
he-
reading through the Old Testament again, and you know there is not a more there's you get assured in every chapter
Mhm.
that God can do amazing things through broken people.
Yeah.
They they call Lot righteous Lot,
Mhm.
and you read Lot's story in Genesis,
Mhm.
and you see just horrible things.
Yeah.
There are people trying to break down the door to get to him, and the angels in the midst of the room, and he says, "Here, rather than taking these men, here are my daughters."
Yeah.
He like Lot does. I mean, it just scratches the surface of just how awful people can be,
Mhm.
and how God still used Lot.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just focus on Lot's story a lot recently, but
Yeah.
I mean, you think of like Sodom
Yeah.
before the city of Sodom was destroyed. They said that Lot was like, taking a sweet old time getting out of there, and then the angels literally seized Lot and still took him out there. So like, to your point in the story, like even taking those steps, there's going to be times where you're going to get drugged by the back of your neck,
Yeah.
out, like into a situation where you're going to be closer to the Lord, and
Mhm.
it's I don't know. You just get assured in so many stories that never underestimate who God can use.
He
Don't-
specializes in restoring broken
yeah,
things.
don't look at those people across you at work and be like, you're a lost cause, because read about Lot,
Yeah.
read about Abraham, read about everyone in the Old
Mhm.
Testament.
Yeah.
It's no one's hopeless.
Yep.
So
Yep. And I also think that story's cool because it's a short miracle, but there's a lot that you can learn from it. And that, that goes back to what I said about, literally everything in the Bible is there for a reason. The Bible can be like a daunting thing to pick up and start reading, but if you do start reading, there's so many lessons, so many things that, God reveals through scripture where, it's never a waste of time to open up your book. You can, open up the Bible and read that story. Some people might think that story would have been a waste of time, but, if you dig in a little bit, you find stuff like that.
and God loves to teach you through those stories, just
Mhm.
like what you share, like we're sharing. I mean, around Easter time, I like to read, of course, the Easter story, but I also like to read Abraham and Isaac when Abraham's called to sacrifice Isaac.
Mm-hmm.
That story alone is the Easter story.
Yeah.
It's just the thread hasn't gotten to the final moment yet of, the line of Abraham, you have to follow that thread down through that path. But it's just those stories like that will teach you more than you can ever imagine. Read and reread. Even these basic stories that you hear and you can rattle off, read them again. You'll miss things in them. So
Absolutely. Anything else?
Good stuff.
Bible's a good book. Recommend it. After the Bible, once you read that, Lord of the Rings is really good too.
That's right.
Different body of text.
I really like The Little Engine That Could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One's a good one.
I've been watching Avatar.
Avatar.
Avatar: Last Airbender.
Good stuff.
Still haven't seen it.
Brian's still convinced it's bad.
All right, well, let's roll that outro music. Hopefully you guys had a good time. If you made it this far, comment the word boa constrictor in the comments, and we will give you a shout out. And yeah, we need to get some shirts made. That'd be fun to have shirts.
We need merch.
We need merch. So comment some ideas for merch.
Episode 5 is when Corey brought the stickers.
Yes, let's get some stickers back in this joint.
We need new stickers.
But yeah, thanks for watching. Take it easy. Don't kill any animals. But if you can, let us know how big it was. If it's bigger than a cow, I think that, you got us all beat. So, all right. Deuces. Love you.